The Londonpreneur Show with Michelle Carter.
Welcome to another episode of The Londonpreneur Show, where I interview a new entrepreneur every week. Today's guest is Chrystal Nicholas, and she's the owner of Fit2Go Mobile Fitness. Hi, Chrystal.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No problem.
So for those who don't know what your business is, do you want to explain it for them?
Sure. It's basically a mobile fitness company. Just as it says, I go to you. I either go to your home or to your workplace, and I do on-site fitness. I either can do workouts outdoors or in my private facility. So lots of options.
Very good. And you started it when?
I started it same time as you. I was in the SBC.
The Small Business Center's
Yes.
Self-Employment Benefit Program.
Yeah. It's a mouthful. So I was in that program with you, and I had been laid off. And so it's going into my second year of business. Okay. And it's going great.
And so how has it been since you've launched from the SEB program onto your own? How's progress been for you?
It's been a learning curve for sure. I mean, and I think the program has definitely prepared me for being on my own. And I've definitely loved every minute of it. Loved being my own boss and running my own company. I think probably some stuff that I wasn't expecting. I knew I was going to be working long hours, but I do find that I'm, burning the midnight oil. Okay. Being up at 7:30, 8 o'clock and not going to bed till 12, 1. And it can be almost a full day with a few breaks here and there. I mean, I do have children and, my family to take care of. But, so I think that was a little bit of a surprise,
So now that you've been almost a year or almost 2 years into business, have you noticed that you kind of were born to be an entrepreneur now that you've had a taste of it?
I think definitely yes. But did I think I was going to be an entrepreneur? Did I think that I wanted to be my own business owner? No. It was kind of a process. I think after I was working for somebody else, after working in the fitness industry 10 years ago, I worked for a company, and then I had a job where I got to run basically make my own schedule, do my own hours. So it was like I was my own business owner. And then when all of a sudden I went back to working for somebody and they told me when you could take your break and what time you had to show up for work and all those things, and I decided that no, I didn't like being told when I had to do things and the scheduling. So I was I liked being able to, schedule my work days around my kids and, their functions and the family stuff and making it work for me. So I think that's when I really realized that, okay, that fits me. And when I I naturally do have the personality traits of a business owner. So, I didn't actually think of myself as something that I was going to be a business owner when I was younger.
So what kind of struggles did you have going through the first year of your business?
I think the first year was I think it was just because I was in the program going through all of the process there that I didn't see any big struggles then. I think it was when I got out on my own. And I think the marketing has seemed to be, I think, one of the key things that is just huge. It is everything to your business, and then yet it's very hard to figure out. I mean, social media is key, I think.
Okay.
But then again, I find what worked last month is not necessarily what's working this month, and we're just so bombarded. I don't know about you, but my email is bombarded with every merchandiser or person out there sending emails.
Always being sold
to. And honestly, I'm going delete, and I'm not even looking. I'm not even opening.
Yeah.
So I think once I find the key to get somebody to open an email of mine, I think you're a step in the door. So I think marketing has been, a little bit of a bigger challenge than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, my industry also, with any small business, you deal with probably word of mouth and referrals as your main source.
And that's what's working for you right now?
Yeah, that's where I'm getting most of my stuff from right now. Yeah, most of my clients and from word of mouth.
Have you invested in any major marketing strategies that didn't work out?
Not major, no. Okay. I have started trying to do Facebook ads. And Facebook ads. Because you can have a smaller budget with Facebook ads. But I think with them, again, it's finding out probably figuring out what works. And they have a pretty strict guideline on there
Yes.
of what you can put in, how much
text, how much
picture, even the words. Like with my industry, if I put something like, do you like lose weight?
Right.
I can't put something like that in, because then it can be found to be because the people they target.
Oh, right.
And you put those things hand in hand. You don't want to offend anybody. So it's very tricky to get something on there that's something that's going to catch people, because lose weight, everybody thinks, oh, if that's what you're interested in, then that's going to catch you. But you have to come at it at a different angle. I can't use the typical ad.
Have you been able to make a sale off of a Facebook ad?
I haven't made a sale off a Facebook ad, but I haven't run extensive ads. My longest one was for a week, and I've just been kind of playing with just getting the analytics and getting that stuff back and trying to figure out, okay, what's working, what pictures are working, what people are clicking on, and going from there.
Mm-hmm. So most of your sales are coming from referral.
Yeah,
or meeting
definitely
people.
from referral, and sometimes from just if I've been out at something and like a networking, and I find that's what I need to do more, is basically network too. I know that's a big thing that they did teach us at the program, that you need to network, but I probably haven't been doing as much as I should be.
Yeah, where would you go to network to find people looking for personal training?
I don't even think I think networking just as in just to get to know other business owners, not necessarily looking for a sale. I think with networking, I think I just want to get out and just be known, so people know who I am, not necessarily because I want to try to sell them anything.
Oh, okay.
Basically, just to get to know the others in the community, and just like we're doing right now, other business owners, and watching the program and seeing who else is out there in London.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they'll know somebody looking for a personal trainer.
Exactly, and if that happens to work out, that's great. But I mean, we all need connections, and you never know how it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just networking, just to get to know other business owners in that sense, not necessarily for a sale. Yeah.
Okay. How do you think you differentiate yourself between other personal trainers?
That is another key, because you think about the competition out there, and there's a lot of personal trainers, and a lot of small. Actually, right now it's a kind of a trend. Small gyms popping up.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of competition out there, and I think what makes me unique is me. So it's my personality, it's the way I train people, it's the way I interact with my clients.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a certain type of person, say it's like a hardcore, like, Jillian, I'm just going to jump on your back and, make you do push-ups while she's standing on your back. I mean, I'm not that person, but I mean, there's lots of different types of trainers out there, and you just have to find one that works for you, and not everybody likes the same kind of training style, and not everybody works well together.
Yeah, you have to be flexible.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what kind of trainer do you think you are?
I think I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I can be hardcore, and I can push people pretty intensely, but I can be subtle with it.
Yeah.
So I have quite a few clientele that they don't respond well to harshness, or to get down and give me 10.
Yeah.
Like that kind of training. And so I think just being like observant of your clientele, and just being able to read their cues and their body language to figure out what type of person they are. So just that itself I'm able to read people fairly well. So knowing when to back off, or when they can be pushed a little bit further, and when they're going to find that push as a reward, not something negative, can be helpful to make the partnership work.
Absolutely. So you're also a mobile trainer.
Yes.
So you go to your client's home or to their gym.
Mm-hmm.
And how has that, do you think, profited your business versus being at a gym?
It serves a different clientele.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm serving the clientele that do not want to go to a gym, because many reasons. There's many reasons. Some people just like the convenience of me showing up at the door, and they don't have to get dressed. They don't have to go out.
So does it cost more?
It does cost more, because you're paying for my time as in en route. So if I have somebody that have to drive half an hour to their home, then that's taking an hour training session. That's a 2 hour, out of my time. So I don't charge a full 2 hour rate, but they do get charged for mileage, like that kind of, they're going to incur a cost that way, but it's not that much more. And I mean, that it is worth it to them because they don't have to drive. They're saving themselves the gas too. They would have had to put the money out anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
do you sell by packages or just by the hour?
I sell both.
Yeah.
I mean, yep, definitely.
What's the best selling right now for you?
What sells the best?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's a monthly rate.
Okay.
So I do have a monthly rate where someone can pay for a package for the whole month, and they can come up to 3 times a week. They don't have to, but they can, and it's a fairly cheap rate for.
How much is it?
It's $350 for 1 month, and you get up to 12 sessions, so that's a
Oh,
pretty
wow.
good deal. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
come to them? Wow.
No, that one they come to me.
Oh, okay.
That one they come to me. It's $450 if I go to them.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there any other news or upcoming events you'd like to share with the audience?
Sure. An aspect we hadn't talked about yet was I have just got into technology, and I've now coupled myself with Venus Freeze, which is a medical grade technology, and I've now partnered it with my training. So you're getting the biomechanics, and you're getting the cellular level technology for skin rejuvenation. So I have a lot of clientele that have lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
If you're losing 50, 60 pounds, then you're going to have this loose skin, and it deals with cellulite, fat reduction. And so it's a handheld device, and it's medical grade technology. It's a nice big piece of equipment. And if you want to look it up, it's Venus Freeze. It is also on my website. And we're having a grand opening, so you can find out about that and how I've combined it with my personal training. So you have the two of them going together to actually make the ultimate package. So you
Great.
can, yeah.
So when is that grand opening?
That's on October 20th, and it's from 5 to 9, and it'll be at 205 Oxford Street East, and it's in Studio 100 Pilates.
Great. Well, thank you again for coming on the show. Also, where can we find more information about you?
Sure. My website would be fit2go.ca, and that's FIT number 2 and GO.
Great. Thanks again.
No problem. Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Make sure to like and subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher Radio, as well as check us out at londonpreneurs.ca. Thanks again. We'll talk to you next week.